Let's see. Why do the Wishes desire my death? You humiliated them, monkey. Kekeros and I agreed that she would send fresh meat against you, but she decided to undermine my authority by sending her best. You slaughtered them, and so it was the cult's authority that suffered. But who cares about the pathetic monkey? You are my lackey, and thus it is so I who is... You are my lackey, and thus it is I who is responsible for undermining the cult's authority. Okay, so fighting for your own survival is a problem. This is crazy. You should be careful what you wish for, Xenos. You dispatched me to kill the witches. Are you telling me you did not anticipate such consequences? It was supposed to go differently. Your performance was supposed to be a lesson in respect, not a declaration of war. You would have killed someone unimportant and made the witches' vanity bleed. The witches would have received your head as a salve for their wounded pride. They would have been reminded for a time that I was still someone who could greatly complicate their existence. Instead, you have failed me, all of you. Kekeros did not keep her word, and you did not die in her trap. It is all your fault that things have spiraled out of control. So your original plan would have still had us all dead. You self-dissected creep. I don't care about Kekeros. So what? Let's see what she said again. So your original plan would have still had us all dead. You self-dissected creep. Yeah, yeah, I'm with you, Jay. I don't care about Kekeros. You promised to help me get out of here. You hear mockery in the homunculus voice. Forget the old promises, monkey. This is war. My loyal servants are being slaughtered across the chasm. I cannot take any more specimens away from me, and the ones I already packed are far more valuable than you. And so unravel the rotten threads in the tapestry of faith, Elentak. Here is the true nature of the Dark Ones. A lie hidden behind sweet promises. Having learned from a cruel mistake, I foresaw this outcome. So what is the plan? I will leave the anatomical opera and withdraw to the spire of the reaving tempest. The witches don't dare to settle their score under the eye of my patrons, so the Cabal's valuable servant is safe from their ire. As for you, go out into the street of the chasm and die. Or go to the arena and try to kill Kekeros. Even if you succeed, you will still die. The homunculus mutters furiously and haughtily. I should have stopped wasting time on this idiocy long ago. All those pathetic simpletons did was weaken my focus and distract me from my masterpiece. At last, I can devote all of myself to it. Take me with you, we're allies. So I managed to bring about your downfall after all, unholy spawn. Your insight is astounding, specimen, but have you noticed that you have also doomed yourself? Trevantius becomes so absorbed in his thoughts that he starts shearing off pieces of his own flesh with his scissor-like claws. Enter the arena. The succubi will not pass up this chance to gut you in front of an audience. If you could simply wound Kakaros, it would give us both enough time to escape. For that, I would be willing to sacrifice the deadliest and most valuable specimen in my collection. If you manage to kill her, run. Sinistora will not let such impertinence go unpunished, and her wrath is 100-fold more dangerous than Kakaros's fury. Do not return to the chasm. You will find no shelter there. Seek salvation in other spires, and you may prolong your agony for a short time. So he's actually giving us advice. Since you are intent on fleeing, you might as well release my companions. I cannot transport them to my new sanctuary. You may take them. I have unlocked the containment sarcophagi for dangerous specimens. Go and inspect them. Some of your servants may still be alive, but do not allow them to use their abilities until I have left the anatomical opera. I need a moment of your precious time. Curious, you have earned my attention, specimen. Speak quickly. Let's see here. Equipment. See, as you are abandoning your lair, would you be willing to share some of your creations with me? My conditions has been rather grievous. The mere thought of your tarnishing them with your filthy hands is revolting, but it is serving to ensure my safety. I will tolerate this obscenity. We don't need profit factor, we'll just take everything then. All the equipment. Prey scanner. Let's take my leave. And dialogue. So we can't do anything about this crippled arm. Oh yeah, he fell down. Okay, this is... So how are we gonna heal Pascal? Is it gonna be like damaged forever now? Oh no. He is one of my favorite characters.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Execution Engine Master. Where is Henrix? Is he up here maybe? No. This is where we were, right? Activate the switch. Okay, we have... Can't get Ulfar. No, we can't get Ulfar. So where's
Let
Hendrix?
the faith guide my path to glory.
Can we see him? We can't see him. So I open up a secret compartment by mistake on my second try. That's pretty cool.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
But it doesn't give us Hendrix. Where the hell is he? Activate the switch. We're just getting a crap ton of goods here.
Know your duty.
Okay, I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Let us walk this path to the end.
To see them cut down. Buzzers unclean. Alone. The past guarding.
A less knowledgeable person might not recognize this giant humanoid, but you're well aware that this is a space marine, an angel of the Emperor. Lore of the Imperium succeed. The scar tattoos on his body, which at first appearance abstract and primitive, together form an angular image of a wolf's mouth with bare fangs. This person must be genetic offspring of Lehman Russ, the space wolf of Fenris. Kneel before him, hail, angel of the Emperor. A red brow quirks upward slightly, in approval, it seems, without breaking off from its meal. He nods at you. For an ordinary human, such a show of regard is a high honor. Picking a piece of meat from beneath his teeth, the warrior
You want?
okay, let's see. Study the man. The huge body with a strangely overgrown red hair perfectly suit the deep, chilling voice of this man, or of this beast in the guise of a man. Tribal scar-like tattoos cover his chest, arm, and back, and you glimpse intricate braids in his mass and of unwashed hair. His body bears so many pale scars that you cannot count them all, and muscles bulge beneath his skin-like boulders. He looks like a statue carved from stone. It is clear that captivity has sapped this prisoner of none of his physical power, Your assessment is confirmed when you spot the remains of a Drukhari in pile of carrion at his feet. Likely one of the homunculus servants. The Drukhari's flesh appears to be making a fine snack for your new acquaintance. Eating Eldaria. Interesting. Who are you?
I am a wolf.
How did you come to be here?
My pack answered the Inquisition's call and came to the Coronis Expanse. There was a battle, and then
Continue.
the young wolves yearning to be meat for their brotherlings. To a feast of bolters they went out roving. Though they were but few, one long fang with them went loping. Not to see them cut down by scythes unclean. The pups he sent scattering, and there stood alone the paths guarding. For a foe he long spied, one worthy among unworthy. The song of swords singing, they clashed with clamor and skill, until stood the old wolf upon the bones. Then, by the birds of battle, was he brought down.
Okay. Continue.
Was that clear enough? This saga sounds less interesting in prose.
I wish to know more about your brothers.
That butcher sent you to spy for him, did he? Or do they know nothing of the Emperor's angels, the space wolves of Fenris, or the great Lehman Russ in your corner of the galaxy?
Why does the homunculus keep you in a cage?
For his own safety. When I am not busy killing inhuman spawn in the arena, the Xenos fear my will.
We suffer the same fate. I was also captured by the Xenos and they have forced me to kill for their entertainment.
But I sit in a cage while you roam freely around their city. They do not fear you. Maybe there is a reason for that. Maybe our fates are not the same at all.
You must be planning to escape, yes?
And why do you want to know?
Don't they feed you? Point at the piece of meat in his hand.
A predator does not eat only when it is hungry. There are many reasons to eat.
Answer just as obliquely. There must have been a reason for this bloody repast. There must have been a reason for this bloody repast. Bad habit, one that raises suspicions of corruption. There must be a reason for this bloody repast. For a moment, the vicious grin loses some of its sincerity, and the bloodthirsty prisoner casts an intense, scrutinizing look at your face, as if trying to read your thoughts. I have no more questions. A warrior such as you could prove useful to me.
To get what you want, you will have to convince two very headstrong individuals. Me and my captor. That claw-handed Xenos.
Step away from the cage. Okay, let's see if we can free him before he leaves. Master, allow me to take the Space Marine you keep in the cage. No. The homunculus snaps curtly, and he returns to his work, noticing that you are still waiting for something. He hisses irritably, still not taking his eye off the experiment. If you wish to continue wasting my time with your pathetic pleading and whining, specimen, then you know the price. Pay up or get out. Hold out the bag of samples. Of course, master. Abyss Nero Agonizer. It will do. Obedient specimen, so be it. You have earned a few minutes of my attention. The answer is still no. This particular monkey specimen has phenomenal parameters. I previously studied 2 other specimens of the same breed, but have yet to untangle their genetic secrets. He also performs well enough in the arena. I will not part with the last specimen. First is, if you do not release the Emperor's Angel, his retribution will fall upon you, Xenos. That will probably not convince him. The second is, with him I would definitely succeed. It would further both our interests. I will probably go with 2, but let's check the rest. Surely it is dangerous to keep such a prisoner in your abode. What if he escapes and comes for your head? The loss of some monkey could never impede the work of a mind as great as yours. Kissing ass. That poor soul. Surely nothing good awaits him in captivity. Let's do with the winning thing here. With him I would definitely succeed. It would further both our interests. Tervantius narrows his eyes. If you are so helpless, then what use was there in letting you live? Okay, that didn't work. Surely it is dangerous to keep such a prisoner in your abode. What if he escapes and comes for your head? Also, some monkey could never impede the work of a mind as great as yours. Perhaps the genetic subtype of all 3 specimens was defective. And this is the cause of my limited success. In that case, the loss of this specimen would not be significant. I recommend pain as means of pacification, and you can take his armor. I found it entirely unintriguing. Tervantius hands you a bone key. Take leave. Okay, so we actually managed to get his armor as well. But we still don't know where Hendrix is. So, gain 1, lost 1. I need your help. The prisoners look at you expectantly without stopping his chewing, but his expression shifts subtly, as if his crudeness of mind and matter has been replaced by focus and cunning. Dogmatic, you can't do that. Let's see. We are both servants of the Emperor. We ought to help each other in perilous time, in perilous place.
Do you serve the Emperor? Or are you a puppet with the hand of that Xenos butcher up your arse? How am I to know whose words you speak? Yours or his? How am I to know what plot you're trying to draw me into?
Don't you want to slay Xenos with me?
Why didn't you say that at the start? What did you expect? Did you think you would waft the scent of slaughter under the bloodthirsty killer's nose, and it would rush off to do your bidding?
I'm planning an escape. Are you with me?
Why would I be? You are a stranger. How can I trust you? You could be an enemy. Worse, you could be an idiot.
Nice. You're a coward then? Afraid to come out of your cage?
When I rip your insolent tongue out of your throat, do not ask why. This is why.
Tervantius gave you to me. Join my party.
Gave? Well, if he gave me to you, step into this cage and take me. You think a filthy blasphemous Xenos could do whatever he pleases with me?
Continue.
Come here, you wretch! You have hidden on the other side of those bars long enough! Come in here and repeat your filthy words so I can kick them back into your bloody, stinking muscle!
He has an anger issue.
Fine! You got a rise out of me. And from what I can smell, you did not soil yourself in the process. I respect those with courage. I can work with you.
Okay, so it's good that we did not shit ourselves.
It seems Tervantius is not as clever as he likes to appear if he's letting me out of the cage. The joke is on him. Good steel I have already. But if we are going hunting, I will need my wolf skin.
Continue.
What did you say your name was?
End dialogue. Ulfar's abilities. Ulfar is a space wolf, a mighty space marine. His proportions instill respect in his allies and fear in his foes. But because Ulfar takes up 4 cells instead of 1, certain mechanics may work differently for him. Ulfar does not use cover or conventional human armor or weapons. Ulfar's unique ability allows him once per combat instead of losing consciousness due to having his wounds reduced to 0 to become incapacitated for 2 rounds. While in this state, Ulfar cannot be targeted by attacks or suffer damage, and he also counts as full cover for his allies. Interesting.
Speak, Edvardsson.
So you got this armor. Pretty badass. Only 5% better than the heavy armor, but the proportion of the damage and defense in this game is pretty weird. Holy shit, his bolter is awesome. Argenta will cry over the loss of her spot in the team.